to pay tribute in the way that so many NBA teams have done in front of the home crowd. And certainly the reaction of the crowd that you hear in the background would indicate their appreciation for that. Bridges missed a transition dunk. Bridges in his second year from Villanova is the first player on the board tonight. And there's a steal by Kelly Oubre Jr. Devin Booker in transition up top for Deandre Ayton.
As KP lets it fly.
Going for some of those second chance points. Vinny Smith doesn't get the tip-in skin.
But they had 2 bad offensive possessions and 2 bad defensive possessions, quite honestly. Then they were kind of lackadaisical. So Rick needed to get their attention.
A drive inside by Devin Booker. Stops. He does have the mid-range game. Harp talked about it in the open.
Player. Also can shoot threes. He's good in the open court. And I said earlier also that he's averaging 6 assists a game. Much improved as a player.
Luka with it, shooting 47 from the floor, 37 from the arc.
You basically get what you want against this team. This team is pretty good offensively, however. And you got to take him out of the paint. That's really deep for Ayton.
Phoenix played on Sunday. They lost in Memphis 114-109. They started their road trip on Friday, defeating San Antonio. So this is the rubber game of a 3-game road trip.
They're going to be way better in the back half than the first half. They just, as you see their younger players come together. This team does have talent.
Free throw line, Jay. Ayton lead is up to 9 on the second night of a back-to-back. He played 26 minutes and 27 seconds last night. Nowhere to go for Bridges. Somewhere to go for Ayton in the paint. Foul. And Luka slices in the lane. Absorb contact from Ayton. Kleber's come into the game, kept the ball alive. Good outlet pass by Ayton. Pull up to Booker. That's no good. And Kleber there for the defensive rebound.
Guy plays with the same kind of energy as Dwight Powell.
Yep.
But he's a different type of an athlete altogether.
Foul a moment ago was called on Kelly Oubre. Brunson came into the game when Colin Stein did a moment ago. Here's Brunson finding Colin Stein. Oh my goodness. Going for the dunk. And it bounces out.
Oh, he looked just like Dwight Powell. Finding the seam on the inside. Good defense.
Quarter. Sharch guarded by Kleber. To Ayton against Willie Cauley-Stein. Trying to body him up, goes to the jump hook, and another 15 of the 16 games, he scored 30+. Baseline Jay, Oubre. Offensive rebound, Ayton. Brought the ball down, tried to pass it out, deflection. The quickest to the ball was Sharch, who goes to Jevin Carter, trying to shake free of Jackson, left it for Sharch, and he nails the J for the baseline.
That is the guy.
And we need to get one of those Harp J.J. Brea Players Lounge things going.
Yeah. Ayton inside. There it is. Porzingis walks it, does save it in, and Harden puts it up. We're going to go bananas in here if Porzingis is saving right to the fingertips of Hardaway. Went up for a 3 and went in.
That's what you want the fans to do. Go crazy. So skilled, I think.
Shared on social media on Sunday evening. And you know what Dirk said, I mean, he talked about this as a player. He would go home. I mean,
a second.
Yep, Rubio, edge of the lane, misses that jump shot. A little short fadeaway. Suns have rebuilt the lead to 9. Dallas has worked it down to a 4-point game. And now Luka inside, draws a foul, top of the backboard.
That was higher than your giant killer.
Man.
So we have Luka Magic, do we have Luka Miracles? Is that what that would have been?
That was, I think so. I think so.
Let's go back.
Hardaway. In rhythm, hits the 3. To the top of the 3-point line, he misses.
Gets you a shot here in the next 7 seconds.
7 seconds or less. Oh, Luka, and he's fouled. Phoenix has led the whole game.
Well, the Mavericks certainly need that early infusion of energy.
Ayton catches inside, and it falls in.
When he's on that block.
Offensive rebound, Ayton. 10 for 10.
He has been dynamite.
23 points in the game. Ayton's best this year is 26. Here's a turnover, a run out, a dunk by Bridges. Ayton up. Luka against Ayton. Now gave it to Porzingis. Porzingis over the small defender. Bridges challenged the shot.
He
got a little arm.
Yeah, he got raked.
You still got to play through it, man.
Yep.
Don't worry about fouls right now.
Finally, Ayton misses because it took defense inside provided by Jordan. 13. The lead for Phoenix, equaling their largest. Now they have their biggest because of a paint catch turn.
He's hounding Luka all over the floor.
Oubre for 3. Loose ball foul.
Yeah, that's on 8.
4 on him.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just that simple. You're not able to defend and get stops. You turned it over at the start of the game, which I thought set the tone for a tough offensive night for Dallas. And, you know, you always have to give the other team credit, too, because these guys,
They brought it.
I mean, they're shooting 60+%.
And a big reason why is him. Ayton, wow, but defended there by Porzingis. They've given up in any quarter in 40 seasons of Mavs basketball when they allowed 39.5 seasons of Mavs basketball. When they allowed 48 to the second. You know, it's a long game of runs. We say that. And look, all of that is true. But man, I'm going to tell you something. It is funny how, and you can sort of sense it when you see it, that when you come out and have like a bad first 2 or 3 minutes of a game, I know the record's not great, but I don't see how, in my humble opinion, you keep a guy who's a top 10 scorer in the game out.
I agree with you.
I agree with you, too.
Yes. Thank you. Really good minutes. We were just discussing that at the break. Get him out there and just get him some run and learn the plays and get some game back in his legs since the trade last Friday.
Finish.
Some starters are still out there right now for Phoenix. They just don't have a lot of guys dressed. They've been dealing with injuries.